Yeah, it was great. Well, we've always worked with Seb in some way, but this was the first time that he was there, like actually recording the record. You know, a lot of the time in the past we've demoed ideas with Seb and written, you know, just done sort of early writing stuff with Seb. But this time around, Seb was in the studio with us. Seb was mixing and sort of co-producing, and yeah, it was great. You know, it felt very natural because Seb has always been involved. So it was kind of just like, you know, it wasn't like we had this new person in the studio with us. It just felt like we finally had someone in the studio with us who was working on this record, but had more than just it was more than just you know, somebody mixing the record. It was someone who lived in the record with you and lives, you know, lives and breathes neck deep the same way that you do. So it's, you know, that confidence in him was great, and you know, the dynamic was great too. So yeah, really just, you know, when we asked him to join the band, or we decided to join the band, it just felt totally natural. It didn't feel like we were adding a new member. It didn't feel like, you know, we were bringing in someone new. It was just, it had always kind of been there, and I think Seb was finally ready to do it and wanted to. That was the biggest surprise, I think, the fact that he just wanted to do it. Because, you know, for so long he was just the recording guy. You know, my brother who helped out with different things in the band, but the fact that he said, like, I actually want to join the band was a big surprise for me. I didn't think he'd ever want to join a band again. So when he said that, I was pretty stoked. Yeah.
But actually, he had already been, right? Like in the early days of neck deep, like post-hardcore bands. Seb.
I mean, it pretty much all started in Seb's room, really. Yeah, literally. We recorded our first ever songs, and I think our first 2 EPs and our first album were all recorded in Seb's bedroom. He's you know, shipped out merch orders for us. He's ran our social medias for us. Yeah, he's been involved every step of the way, really. I think just like, you know, no matter what the struggle that you're going through in life, you can kind of overcome it. Even if you're right at the very bottom, and you know, you're even thinking about something as serious as taking your own life, you can turn that around. And generally, it's not about the world that you're living in and making a difference to the world that you're living in. It's about making the difference to your world. You know, having someone in your life that cares about you and loves you, and having someone to care about and to love, rather than, you know, maybe putting your efforts into social media and trying to be noticed and trying to you know, play the game. Because a lot of people, I feel disconnected with the world. They don't necessarily feel as though they fit in, or they don't feel like they're good enough for everybody's standards. And I think with this record, we just want to tell people that that's not what life is about. You know, life is about just living it for yourself and finding someone to live it with, and whether that's a friend, a loved one, a family member, anything like that. Just, you know, having a purpose in life is not just being popular or fitting in, or you know, all that sort of stuff. Having a purpose in life can be as simple as just having someone to love, really.